Hello everybody, and welcome back to Wright Ace Attorney. Last time, we took our last day of investigating into the Powers case, and now for the final trial. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, no, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mai? Oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix? Your client is now practically a walking dead man. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is not a time for dead people jokes, please. You never go into this utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose a trial. This isn't going to be easy. Alright then. 10 a.m. District Court, Courthouse number 4. Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the courts. Yesterday, we've learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, we would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Sal Manella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? You don't... whatever. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai noob ruffle. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone at the trailer on that day did it. You're right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. The other murder. I was at the studios from 9 a.m. that morning. During the testimony, I was doing an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. That's a lie. I heard everyone else at lunch in the employees area. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one threw chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in that meeting at the time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else that run through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just as far. Okay, let me see here. What evidence do I have? That's just for spirit. That's nothing. Useless. Producing 10. Useless. Pills. Sphere. 2. Oh. Okay, maybe I can get him on when he left the trailer. Backspace. So, in the end, you didn't go to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Seems a bit odd not to mention it. Mr. Manila. What did you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates, as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat, after all. T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly, I made you like to see it. I suspected as much. So, what exactly did you eat? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. A mental image I'll carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in the meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. What are you discussing? The Sea Samurai story and our budget. Get this watch just turned to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can't you believe it? Actually, I think I can. So no one left the table during the whole meeting. That's dedication no one was sure. Wait, you just said you didn't take a single break. Well, yeah, not one. Wait a second. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. He had a steak. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate a T-bone steak during that break? Oops. Awful. Well, Mr. Manila, what is this all about? Well, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I called the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. Edgar's laughing. This would be grand. Yeah, something. We took a break, Raffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15. That's only 13 in base 12. Is that a reference? Not if there's someone to say commit a murder in Studio 1, lol. It's just something to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. I don't think there would even be enough time for that. But that's just me. Very well. You may begin cross-examination. Minutes. 13 in base 12. Oh, 13 minutes in base 12. Okay. So, yeah, 12 minutes to eat the steak. Apparently. What are you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry. D. Vasquez's plate. The producer. Eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. Somebody come in the morning, so we want. I don't have time to ask him. Why is that? It's just the time to just like you ask me. Oh, well, that's. If you ask me. Okay, well, let's see if we can push on that. I have to say, you look like a guy who gets through his meals pretty fast. Well, I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even I would take my time being that kind of feared. Lol. Well, Phoenix? That testimony is too short to wring any useful information out of. All you have to do is prove he was able to get to Studio One in that time. Great. Is that all? What time is it to this break? I'd say it was around 2:30 or 2:45. 2:30 is when the murder happened. So he could have went and killed him and came back. That's time-wise possible. And he looks mad. Alright, so 15 minutes only. What does that mean? Why are you doing 15 minutes? My team wants to what else? Two Blitz and Sable for Vasquez. And then we know the rest of that. Alright, cool. So, took a break. Alright, so he took a break between 2:30 and 2:45. And if that's the case, the autopsy report should be able to continue this case. I kind of... How's that right? No, okay, well, I guess that doesn't... Okay. Take a break for 2 minutes. Well, this one's going to be... One more time. You just... Okay. Alright. He just said it was 2:30. Alright, let's reread that. What time did he take a break? From 2:30 until 2:45. Wait. Time-wise. Okay. But if it took a break at 2:30, they couldn't have came back because this would have fell in the way. But that may not stop. Nope, that's red. Okay, grand. What the heck? What do they expect you to... Only 15 minutes. Okay, only 15 minutes. Maybe they want you to... Okay. Since it apparently took place 2:15, that was 15 minutes. The head fell before that time, but this is not going to stop the clock. Nope. Okay. Good grief. Murder. Okay. Have you heard of this questioning? Your Honor, the testimony at this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. People in this show had nothing to do with this murder. Now, it's impossible for any one of them to go to the Studio One. What? Something wrong, Mr. White? Surely you're not suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One? Well, Mr. Wright? Thanks, this is critical. I think that's how I get it. You claims one from the trailer went to Studio One. His statement is wrong because the head fell. Yeah, it's impossible. So many possible subjects. That can't be things impossible. I agree, it's impossible. Haha. Well, you might be able to try to make the nice again, but see, speaking the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break-in in the trailer came right at the time of death. However, the path from the scene was blocked. The fallen monkey head barred the way. Around 2:30, a strongest wind knocks off the statue's mascot head. Ergo, when people of the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Miss Monkey's severed head. Miss Monkey? That was Mr. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but it just got a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we've seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. It's over. What a travesty this case is. Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in the studio, too, on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They, therefore, have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regard to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order. I will have order. I see. The court will like to take a 10-minute recess, after which you will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Grand. The kid's coming. What are you doing now, Mai? If everyone that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. But, Mai? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Now there was a chance. Only one thing came clear in your cross-examination. The people in that trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. My thought was that there's more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm the murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. You're innocent. We will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us, and be yourself. Be strong. You're the Steel Samurai, here with the children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Hooray! Court is back in session with a trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years since it's a murder case, we worry the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with this cruel questioning. Let's see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Man, he's short. Your Honor, perhaps we could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, we're right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just because you're a crimp doesn't mean you can push me around. Cody? Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. This is a long recording. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. But Witness. I mean, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present. You were at Global Studios the day of the incident. You got a problem with that? Please, tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just... Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer a beard than myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I like special permission, if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had shirt marking attempts with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got my new camera. I don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix? I wonder if he had that camera the day of the murder. You'd better make note of that in the court record. Very well, Mr. Cody. Please, testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. I went to the Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found the map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I ran through the woods, off the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I kinda got lost in the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out of the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked, right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been a time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get to the studio, so I went home. That's a flat lie. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid's tougher than most adults you've seen here, honestly. Why do you specify going to the studio? Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So he went straight to the studio. Got kinda lost for 30 minutes. So you got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I was really fussing up through studio doors. But guess what happened next? I came out, so Steel Samurai. Oh, was he limping? Standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened the gate and he went inside. I see. What then? Alright. Shucks. Out came the bad guy. From the... So he walked out, but he was murdered in the dressing room. Okay, his lies. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy. A person. Kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kinda far away. It's been awfully vague. Of course, took him down now. I missed the bad guy. Huh? Well... He didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he was real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. Camera that up in a shot. But he took a picture of every single thing. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying a camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not gonna have it all the time. Really. I guess seeing a killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, I'm a child. Use gentle words and be firm. It's for you to say. Wait, but he always goes there. He told... You're like, huh? Of course I do. I taped every show. And go to watch all his live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. Alright, and sitting that day. Let's see if he says this. Was that day the first time you've been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple times. Every minute's get there on rehearsal day. That security lady's always yelling. Right, please continue. Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. How much does it talk when you keep cutting me off all the time? Jeez. Oh, that was worth it. Okay. Alright, so now to... I've been through all this dialogue. Time to press him. Oh, if you could have been the shot. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to use the camera because he just says that he always carries me on this into evidence file. Maybe this will work. I don't know, I didn't think of that before, but hey, whatever. Cody, we said it seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera with you wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Oh. Oh. That face. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Is that being touched too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, like digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera to on the Chiptune Studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel are you to terrorize a poor child so? I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I have my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? So, you did have the camera. And did you use this camera? What? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were busy watching. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes to the bad guy. Wham! And then the bad guy stopped moving. He was so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Is this going to be all what the trial is? Just a bunch of people saying one long thing? I call them out, then they have a really quick, short edition. So we go swam. Okay. So the bad guy attacked him first. Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. As he was watching Steel Samurai. I see. Whatever next. Then he stopped moving. Okay. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? I wasn't the bad guy moving. Well, because Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a camera samurai kick, and a samurai punch, and a samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that. He's still being negative about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops! How should I play this? Let's a little bit harder. Cody? What? Something's bothering me. Before, you said you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yeah, you missed the most important part. Objection! What is the meaning of this? Doonson stated what he saw quite clearly. Objection! You know as well as I do he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses the samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fights, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how you might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix? I believe you're on the right track about this. Think. Why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fights? Let's show evidence. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why would Cody look away from the fights? There's a murder weapon. Oh, he's probably still trying to mess with the camera, trying to get to work, but he missed the blow. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness said that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You gotta think of picking on little kids? Pressing and not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was clearly lying. Smart of you to realize there was no way he would just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody? There's only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that's because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you aren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix? I bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. My means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera, and about why you didn't take a picture of the fights? Welcome to the real world. Welcome to the real world, kid. Oof, that's gonna be sad. For him, anyway. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai just escaped the clutches of the villain. So, I held out my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Still keeping secrets. Anything strange in the testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Why doesn't anybody escape? So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Yeah, like a limp. Why couldn't you take the picture? My new camera has too many new buttons. I couldn't figure them out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground. In the Steel Samurai. And that's all that happened. That's all? Yeah, I told you, I didn't get to take a picture. I would have once the lens opened. You really not take a picture? Not even one. He really gloated about how much he doesn't take a picture. He got something you're genius. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Was I? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah. I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. I pick holes in such a short testimony. There has to be something. Take up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Picture. Missed. Let's keep shots with the rest. Okay, what did he erase? You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture if your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? But well, you know. Why would I want to keep a picture like that? Less than uncooperative. Better find the quick punch and students and solid evidence. I'm gonna call this testimony. This has all the victory things. I kinda doubt I can use the camera. If they're erased, they're erased. And then have to redo it again if I get it wrong. Well, screw it. Let's risk it. Scrapbook. Here we go. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it up with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. Was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands to killing the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody? Did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? Or did you find it hard to believe that you would... I find it hard to believe you would just erase that. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. A collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait. No way. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. You know what the truth is? But, mine, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what's going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why was the boy have erased the photos he took? Mr. Blurry, based on my mistake. I think the only reason, Your Honor, the Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way, no! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, the witnesses revealed everything with his words. There's a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased those precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet, to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and took the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Wah! Oh, jeez. Don't tell me you saw what you skewered up. Wait, if you skewered then I was right in the first trial and I got laughed out of court. Cody, that day you saw this Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Wah! Okay. You're right. The samurai fell down. He didn't move. Wah! Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness testimony, the Steel Samurai is the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what is going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What is this about? Hammer was the victim. Samurai was the victim. There is no victim. Hammer can't be the victim. Because the Samurai was the victim. Oh, here's the victim. Wait, the bad guy jumped out and attacked. If the bad guy attacked first, then Samurai would have been the victim because he lost off them, possibly. If you understand what really happened, then it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! 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 So, the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying this man in the costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene on theme that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I left the guard station at 1 p.m. I didn't. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He was already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area for lunch. However, no one saw him go to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! What? Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one other piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, the photo on my digital camera. What? Show us quick. No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. No. Here, this is it. Well, looking at this, it's a little hard to say. I'm afraid that could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. My? What? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all evidence we need. You can win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Inconsistency. Oh, are you serious? Okay. Well, for starters, he's standing up straight. It's right here. The Steel Samurai? Yes, that's about the only thing in this picture that could be inconsistent. The Steel Samurai is inconsistent with something. Right. This is not the time for daydreaming and pointless pontification. Think about your clients and us who are forced to listen to your rambling. Mr. Wright, please rethink your position. That's still damaged. It's at Studio 2, not Studio 1. Take that! I think it's here. It's because I'm not confident at all. Maybe you have to rethink your case, Mr. Wright. Yes, please, Your Honor. See the photo. I just didn't aim at the 2. I just aimed at the studio itself. Yeah, that makes sense why I'd be wrong. Your Honor, look at this. I see. A gate? I'll draw your attention to the number on the gate. The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Certainly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible! Eh? What's all this about? Please, explain so I might be shocked along with the rest of the corpse. I used to see the guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here's a true scene of the crime. at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 in the gates in the forehead. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer's there. There is a trailer there. No filming was done there. And the path is blocked. There's a trailer there. As you may recall, there's a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, the meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Sal Manella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we've heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because it could not find Studio 1. Yet, and actually, the reverse was true. Only someone from the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones who had access to the crimes to scene of the crime in Studio 2. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person in the security guard Miss Spellbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness! Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did it to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me the proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now there's no surprise, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. This is it. An empty bottle? An empty medicine bottle. I found this on the table in the employees area. The same bottle Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleeping pills. Sleeping pills. The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes, but there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hackett's testimony revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than I previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Spellbags may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why did Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him, and why? Find those answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth, you need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you'll need to reconsider your suspicion about Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned. (2:47 p.m. District Court). Phew, that was a close one. Yeah, except you failed first time. Goodness. We were safe by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during that trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe we should take up a Korean acting? I think you pronounced you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Of course, we're kidding. Are you sure? I was kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to make our final investigation. But I promise you, we will find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. Next time, the final investigation. See you later.